Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'll be doing a huge review, a huge lot, I guess, if you want to call it that, of NASCAR Authentics diecast. I haven't really done something like this in a while, but my birthday had passed by, I just turned 18, and I got some diecast, and then I ended up going to Target just today, and I found even more. So I decided instead of doing a review for each of these cars, I might as well just do all of them and just show off all the cars that I've gotten. Because I've been splurging on diecast as of recently. So I guess we're going to go from, oldest wave to the newest wave. And I guess we're starting off with this one. This is AJ Allmendinger's 2024 Cheetos Mountain Dew Fruit City Chevrolet Camaro for Colleague Racing. This is from the 2024 Wave 6 of NASCAR Authentics. Here's the rest of the wave, if you're interested in that. These cars are already kind of old, but I've actually never found this one in stores, so this one was actually a gift. It was they got it for me from Amazon, I believe, so I appreciate that a lot. Let's see if I could fit all of these, because we got about 7 cars, including this one, so it's gonna be a lot. The next one we're gonna be taking a look at a little bit later is this. Michael McDowell's 2024 Love's Travel Stop or RV Stop Ford Mustang Dark Horse for Front Row Motorsports. Now, of course, this is already pretty outdated since Michael McDowell does not drive for this team anymore. I believe that's now Todd Gilliland. And it's kind of ironic because the next diecasts are going to be coming up. So yeah, this is from 2024 Wave 7. Yeah, these are the back of the list here. I've seen some of these except for a couple, which again, ironic that I got them for as a gift. This one I picked up today at my local Target since they had a huge restock, a bunch of new cars. Surprisingly, I never see that. This one is definitely going to be one of my favorites out of all of these. Denny Hamlin's Mavis Tires and Brakes, number 11 Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. This is also from Wave 7, 2024 NASCAR Authentics. This is going to be a first for having a new Camry, the new style Camry to my collection. So this is going to be a very interesting one. I wonder if all these are going to fit. Oh yeah, by the way, this Cadillac, I actually got it for a birthday gift as well. And I'm pretty happy about that too. It really looks nice. This one I picked up today. This is from the 2024 Wave 9 Martin Truex Jr. And ironically, I saw the 2025 Wave 1 there as well. And I saw the final, I guess you call it the final ride, quote unquote, for Martin Truex Jr., which is, that red, in the red Bass Pro Shops car with the DEI looking stripes on the side. It looked cool, but honestly, the orange one looks a little bit nicer with the camo. And I do have a Martin Truex Jr. car in my collection, but it's not this neon orange, so pretty happy to have this one. And again, another Camry to add to the collection. Now, the next one, talking about Michael McDowell and Front Row Motorsports. We got another Front Row Motorsports car, and Todd Gilliland, number 38 Long John Silver's Ford Mustang also from Wave 8. This one I'd seen a couple times before, and I don't know why I didn't get it. And then once I tried to find it, I just couldn't find it anymore. Thankfully, I did this today. So far, I've only shown 2 that I've gotten as a gift. 3 of them I've gotten at the store today. This one, though, is, oof. This one was a gift as well. John Hunter Nemechek's number 42 Dollar Tree Toyota Camry. And this one might actually take the cake out of all these. Even though all these are awesome in their own right, I love the sponsorship on this one. Dollar Tree, another Camry to add to the collection, and a Legacy Motor Club car. We don't really get those often, and it's cool that we have it. It's from 2024 Wave 9. It took me I couldn't even find it at the store. It was that hard to find. Thankfully, I got it as a gift, so I guess thank you so much. Especially to my parents for getting me 3 of these cars on it, actually. So, yeah, this is going to be a nice one to open up and show y'all. And then the last one, which is the newest wave of NASCAR Authentics, is from the 2025 Wave 1 Brad Keselowski Ford Mustang from the King's Hawaiian soft pretzel bites for RFK. This is a nice one. I was iffing if I wanted to get this one or not, but honestly, I don't have a Brad Keselowski diecast, and I was like, I don't know why I don't have one, so I had to pick this one up because, you know, I love pretzel bites myself, and well, I've never eaten King's Hawaiian's ones, but this honestly looks really cool. The orange and the blue honestly works really well, and then here's the rest of the wave, and yeah, that's the Martin Truex Jr. one I was talking about. I also saw these other ones as well. It was restocked. I was honestly shocked because I don't think I've ever seen NASCARs being that stocked before with different variety of cars, not only Cup Series cars, but also Xfinity and trucks. But I don't really focus on those. I only focus on the Cup Series cars. So yeah, I guess we're going to go from the oldest car or out of all of these, depending on the waves, of course, to the newest. So we're going to put all these aside. It's gonna be a long video. I'm not gonna talk too much about each car, I guess, but I'll just show you a little bit, maybe show my thoughts on it, and then yeah, and I guess we'll wrap up the video after that. So the first one we're gonna take a look at is AJ Allmendinger's Cheetos Mountain Dew car. This is one of them that I got as a gift for my birthday. This is honestly a really interesting and really cool looking livery, in my opinion, or paint scheme, whatever you want to call it. You know, Cheetos Mountain Dew, that's something you don't really see in NASCAR racing anytime, really. So let's open up this one here. So now this video might make you cringe or might make you excited since I'm going to be opening up all these. I like to open up my die cast, so if you don't like it, I guess just click away. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, let's try to put the plastic back here. I'm going to leave a huge mess afterwards. And here's car number one. Zoom in a little bit, move the camera down. This is honestly really nice. I really like the matte finish on this one. And the sponsorship, of course. I do like Cheetos myself, Mountain Dew, I like to drink it. But something you might notice is that little sponsorship in the quarter panel. Yeah, we actually have an energy drink logo on the quarter panel in NASCAR Authentics. Celsius, it's an energy drink brand, so and I know we have Celsius cars in the Gold Series, but those usually come on a base. Like, I think one I could think of is Corey LaJoie, like full Celsius primary car, and it has Celsius branding all over it, but it's on a base. But then the regular release of this one in the Gold Series and also Authentics has it, but no base. So that's a little strange. But honestly, I'd prefer energy drink brands really in diecast. So yeah, we're just taking a look at it a little bit. It's a really nice matte finish or flat paint finish to it. Number 16, a new number to add to my Gen 7 collection. I don't have any colleague racing cars actually, now that I think of it. And I think this is a nice one to have, if you can find it. I never have. And it was on Amazon. I don't know if it's still for sale because usually they have limited quantities of Authentics on Amazon, which, you know, makes it a little easier to find, but you know, you have to be there quick. So yeah, these are the details on this is pretty nice. We got Food City logos all over this. I believe you drove this during the 2024 Bristol race. I don't remember which one. I would imagine it's maybe the Food City 500. Makes sense. But it could be the night race, but I think it might actually be the night race. That's what I'm leaning towards, but I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, AJ Allmendinger. I've had an AJ Allmendinger diecast before when he was driving the JTG Darty Racing 47 back then. And yeah, pretty happy with this one. It looks really nice. The Chevrolet Camaro. Yeah, and there's not really much else to say other than it's a nice livery. It's pretty. I wish it was a Doritos sponsored one. That would have been perfect. But Cheetos, I don't mind as well. It is a Pepsi product, I guess, or Frito-Lay product, so I guess it makes sense. The Food City branding. Pretty happy to have this one. So that's car number one. Usually I go more into detail of the car and such, and maybe do a comparison, but not really today, so we'd have to chug along. So next one up, or the one up next is Wave 7, Michael McDowell, Ford Mustang. Let's take a look at this one. This is going to be the second Mustang I have in my collection. The first one was a Ryan Blaney Menard's car, which I have in my collection. Now I got more Mustangs and more Camrys in my collection because I've been full of the Camaros. So, and I only pick up the Camaros because sometimes they have the best liveries, the best paint schemes, and the other ones they're just kind of not really easy to find, I guess, if you want to call it that. Here's car number 2 out of 7. So yeah, I don't know how I don't own a Michael McDowell Loves car. So he's been driving it for many, many years. I never had the chance to own one for some reason. Even when they made one for 2022 or 2023, if I remember, I didn't pick that one up either. It's a pretty iconic livery, paint scheme, whatever you want to call it. I keep jumbling up the words here. Loves, travel stops. It's nice. It's a nice yellow in the 34. A new team. Well, not really new teams in my collection, but a new number. Because I do have a Zane Smith Am Better Health Pink, which was an authentic exclusive car, which I got last year, I believe. And I did make a review on it. And yeah, now we have 2 different types of molds for the authentics. We have the EL mold. I hope the J mold or the PTC mold doesn't exist anymore. Then we have this GL mold, which honestly, I really do like the GL molds almost as much as the EL. It honestly makes the Mustang look a little bit more realistic. It makes it look low and makes it look just fierce here. So yeah, this is a shiny paint. Now, of course, this is outdated since, like I said, Michael McDowell now drives for Spire in the 71 entry. And this is now driven by Todd Gilliland in the 34. But it technically, he still drives the Loves car. So if you just want to use this as a Todd Gilliland car, you could. But, I don't know what specific race this paint scheme ran in, because it does say Loves RV Stop, but I don't know if all of them said that. But yeah, this is nice. The wheels on this one, I love the tire details on this one, since it has more higher quality printing on the Goodyears. Let's take a look at the paint scheme here. Number 34, it's Michael McDowell's name on there. The Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Love that front end on these Mustangs. Loves RV Stop. We got a bunch of Loves logos around here. Ford Performance. Now it's actually called Ford Racing, I believe. They just recently renamed it. And here's the right side. And here's the back. We got a little paint chip on the wing or the spoiler, but whatever, that's no biggie. And the Loves Connect app. Really nice. And we got Horizon Hobbies logo, which did make RC cars from this team. And then Lossy came around and just decided to make all the teams, well, not all of them, but make the majority of the teams in RC cars, which is pretty cool, but that's a lot of money, so not for now. And here's the base. I didn't even show you the base on the other one, so I apologize. Yeah, it is a GL mold, and honestly, I really do enjoy these. The other one is an EL mold, I believe. Yeah, it says EL on there. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is definitely going to be one of the best ones we have here. And the first look for me at a 2024 Camry, 2025, what do you want to call it? Denny Hamlin's Mavis Tires and Brakes car from Wave 7. Let's open up this one. Put it here. Denny Hamlin. Why is there not enough to say about him? He's on a pretty good run right now for this year's championship, and hopefully he can lock it up finally, even though he just had that incident with Ty Gibbs yesterday, I believe. Not great PR for JGR, but whatever. His paint schemes this year have been okay, except for one, which, like I said, I'm still waiting for my pre-order die cast on that. Once I get it, that's absolutely going to be one of my favorites of all time. But yeah, this one, honestly, is really nice. The people didn't really enjoy this one, really. And then they made the race version of this one since he did win at Richmond. And I watched the race live, and it was pretty exciting. Unfortunately, Mark Truex got snubbed out of the win there. So yeah, Mavis.com. It's a nice, like, teal blue, I guess turquoise, if you want to call it that. With the tire tread, I really do like that. Oh my god, what is that? There's a big, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a piece of rubber, but I think we can take it off. Yep, there it is. Maybe it's a piece of plastic. I don't know what that is. That is strange. All right, we'll clean that off, so we're good. We're good on that. Oh, you got a decal flaw here. Whatever. It's Lionel for you. So yeah, Mavis tires and brakes in yellow with the number 11. I like the tire tread design. I think they had another one for, I think there was a blue one. I forgot what the sponsor is, so I apologize. It had this type of scheme, but just the colors were a little different. But honestly, this one is really nice. And, you know, it's kind of unfortunate they don't run this one anymore since Mavis always, they want to change it whenever they win a race. And since Denny Hamlin won a lot, they changed it up a lot. So that's quite unfortunate that we only saw these. I think we only saw this scheme around a couple times. Like, or I don't know, maybe just once during that Richmond race. So yeah, new look at the new style Camry and diecast for me. I know it's not new for y'all if you collect hardcore, not like myself, where I'm just kind of like a casual collector, but I really enjoyed collecting them though. Let's take a closer look at this one. Denny Hamlin diecasts are not that hard, they're not that easy to come by, so yeah, it's kind of rare for me to get one. Like the Yahoo card took me a long while to find it. And then the Christopher Bell one was pretty easy, just because it wasn't Hamlin, I guess. So yeah, Mavis tires and brakes. Number 11. Got FedEx on there. Unfortunately, they don't sponsor them anymore. Mavis tires and brakes, sport clips, and here's the front end. Now the grill and the lights look a little lopsided, and it looks a little strange, but I mean, whatever, I guess. At least there isn't too many decal flaws to speak of, because this is another GL mold, yeah. So it is a little bit newer, so I guess there would be more mistakes, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. Yeah, the camera doesn't really do it justice to how bright blue the thing actually looks. It looks a little dull from here, but anyhow, that's your Denny Hamlin car. That's number 3. Number 4 is, I guess, another Camry we're going to take a look at. Martin Truex Jr.'s Bass Pro Shops car from Wave 8 of 2024, of course. I should be saying that every time, just so with that you don't think I'm reviewing one from 2025, because I believe there's only one that's been released this year. Even the Lionel is teasing us with another wave. Just they haven't told us anything yet. Just gonna try to put it back in there. So yeah, here's Martin Truex Jr.'s car. I don't own any Bass Pro Shops cars like this, so this will be a first for me here. Right off the bat, the camera does not pick up how bright orange this thing actually. Okay, well, it does look a little bright, but not as bright as it does to the eye. So yeah, Bass Pro Shops. Now this car is now driven by Chase Briscoe. I don't know if it looks almost exactly like Chase Briscoe's car, now that I think of it. If it does, then maybe you could also use this as a Chase Briscoe car, since, you know, same team, same number, same sponsor, it's just different driver. Yeah, like I said, I did see the final run, the final ride, quote unquote, car, but I didn't pick it up. Honestly, it did look a little dull to me, and that one is a chase piece, but honestly the chase piece looks way better. But unfortunately, since it is a chase piece, hard to find. So, and I haven't found one yet, so maybe one of these days I hope you'll be able to find a chase piece. So yeah, this is nice. The orange especially really wraps this scheme around a lot, because I like the type of camo they use. I forgot what it's called. I don't remember. There's a specific type of a camo that's used on the side of this livery or paint scheme, and also on the hood. But the orange really wraps it together, because I remember 2016, he would always drive like a bright orange, and it was more orange than camo Bass Pro Shops cars. And, you know, it's just nice. And, you know, it's unfortunate that he left, and he did do a one-off at the Daytona 500, I believe, driving the 56 Tricon Garage Camry, which, you know, is a nostalgic thing. Number 56, he's driven that number before. Let's take a look at this Camry. Now that looks a little bit better. because the grill looks a little higher up on the Hamlin car than this one. So is it actually on the GL mold? No, it's actually on the EL mold. That's interesting. Oh well, the wheels kind of give it away because this one, the GL mold cars don't paint the wheels, and the tire printing looks more higher quality to this, where it is painted gold, painted gunmetal, but the decals on the Goodyears aren't that great. Honestly, I prefer the GL mold. Honestly, because I like the colored rims, but I like the higher quality prints on the Goodyears. That's just me. Yeah, take a closer look at it. That's pro shots. Just try to chug along quickly. We got 3 more cars to go, and it's already kind of a long video. I'm recording 20 minutes so far. Alright. Yeah, it's nice to have another Camry in the collection, and we're not going to stop with the Camrys right now because we still have one more to go. Not after this, but the one after the next one. So yeah, pretty happy to have this one in my collection. So that's number 4. Number 5, we got teammates. Oh yeah, teammates. Wow, I didn't realize that. And we got teammates again. Todd Gilliland's Long John Silver's Mustang from Wave 8 of 2024. Let's open this one up. Now, honestly, I don't think I've heard anyone talk about Long John Silver's. Does anyone even eat here? Like, honestly, because I think I might have only seen one in my entire life ever, and we just passed it by. It was like adjacent to a KFC, which, you know, and I think it is a KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut brand, I guess. But, you know, interesting that we have a Long John Silver's diecast, because usually I think Front Row Motorsports usually puts the Long John Silver's branding on here because, you know, the owner, I believe, is a franchise owner as well. So, you know, he's not always going to be strapped for cash, so it makes sense why he'd want to put some logos to make it not look blank. But that's kind of more of like a BK Racing move right there. Just putting logos of your restaurant just to try to promote more sponsorship. But of course, people are already going to think you're strapped for cash, and yeah, and with that you won't get any more sponsorships. So, well, at least FRM is actually doing pretty well. So, you know, only a few occasions they'd have to put this logo. But I actually wonder if they are getting paid or not. I'd probably imagine no, but I mean, who's to say, I guess. But this livery, honestly, is really nice. It's really, really cool. It's blue and yellow and white, you know. It matches the Long John Silver's colors, you know. We rarely get restaurant cars and authentics, really. Food, of course, we somewhat get it. But, you know, restaurant, like fast food restaurants, we just don't get that anymore. And, you know, the 38 car, I already have a 38 car, like I mentioned previously. I have a Zane Smith and Better Health car. This is a Todd Gilliland car. But honestly, the 38 car, does anyone even drive it anymore, actually? Now that I think of it. I should have done research. I apologize for that. Because I do know the number 4 is Noah Gregson for this year. But the 38 car, does it even run anymore, honestly? I actually don't even know. Anyways, this one, again, this is a very strange because this is another Mustang Dark Horse, which looks similar to the Michael McDowell car. But this is actually on an EL mold. I can tell for the rims, it says EL on there. And I heard something, I watched a video a couple weeks ago from Little Wrangler 3 describing the differences, I believe. And yeah, look at the back bumper. This is a GL mold, this is an EL mold. So, of the Ford Mustang. It's nice to have the teammates here. The bumpers look a little bit different right here. Honestly, I don't really know which one I'd like. Probably this one. Again, that's being more biased towards the GL mode. But this one honestly still looks pretty nice as well. Regardless of the bumper design or whatever. I think the window net design is also different, just slightly. And of course the wheels and the tires is a little different. Long John Silver's. Fish, yeah. No Ford logos, you know, that's now I remember when people complained that there was no Ford logos, but then they randomly changed it again. But I think one of these diecasts actually has a Ford logo on the front, I believe. Number 38. And number 38 on top, Long John Silver's. Here's a rear bumper. Fish, yeah. I guess that's their tagline or their slogan. Got Long John Silver's all over. And here's the right side. So this is a pretty nice one. You know, it's nice to have another sponsor and number to my Gen 7 collection. Okay, now this one. This is the one I've been looking for a while. John Nemechek's Dollar Tree Toyota Camry from Wave 9. Let's take a look at this one. If I can even open it, that's the thing. Because I have a lot to talk about this one, I think, out of all of them. But I'm going to have to try to make it quick, alright? So, let's just stay patient, because after this, we have one more car to go. So yeah, another Toyota Camry to the collection, but this one is honestly going to be the best one for me so far. John Hunter Nemechek's Dollar Tree car. The sponsorship, it's confusing, honestly. For a store that sells stuff for $1, well, not really anymore, why don't we sell authentics at Dollar Tree? Because I feel like this car should have been found at Dollar Tree. Like, honestly, like, if we sell stuff for like $5 to $10 even at Dollar Tree, why don't we just sell diecast NASCAR authentics? Heck, I was even thinking they might do like a promo type, like cheap diecast of this car, and maybe Eric Jones's Family Dollar car. But so far, I don't think there is, from where I live anyways, my local Dollar Trees. Yeah, this livery, this paint scheme, I keep messing up the words, livery, paint scheme, whatever you call it. What do you even call it, livery or paint scheme? You just let me know. The 2024 paint scheme is honestly, I don't really like that one. I know it's supposed to be a throwback to Harry Gant, but like they kept reusing it and it just became boring. And even this year, I think they used almost the same paint scheme. Or maybe it was 2025, excuse me, because I believe the sponsorship started in 2024. But I think at the beginning of the year, they ran this one. This one's honestly the best one out of all of them. I'm just going to throw that out there. Because I like that they used like the number, like the one Dollar Tree logo. They used it as the design, as the basis of the design. Then they put green and, Dollar Tree logos. And we have a Reese's logo because apparently it wasn't just Dollar Tree sponsoring. It's also technically a Reese's car, but they just put Dollar Tree logos on it. And other brands like Energizer and like some other brands would adorn the front. But I believe this one ran at the Daytona 500 because I believe the Clash at the Coliseum didn't have any Reese's or any other logo on the hood. That's my prediction. But they also ran other like alternate schemes, like the white was replaced with black, which honestly doesn't look that bad, but also Eric Jones would drive it. Like, it's kind of weird. They would change the drivers, the numbers, and the sponsors and the colors of the cars. But yeah, this is nice. This is we never get retailers in diecast anymore. Because I know there's been a bunch of other ones, like I believe Justin Haley drove a Walmart car in that same Clash race in 2024. Didn't make a diecast, which quite a shame because, I really love retailer cars. But if I could find a Dollar Tree car unfortunately not Dollar Tree, but Target, Walmart, whatever retailer that sells diecast, you can find this sponsored Dollar Tree car. And the quality is honestly really nice on this one. Now, of course, the thing people are not going to like is the front. Looks exactly like Denny Hamlin front end with the pretty much, well, this one looks worse than this one, but we're not going to touch on that a little too much. The wheels look nice. The tires really nice as well. And another GL mold car. Honestly, like I said, really like this one. If we could do this one instead of like the EL, if they had to choose a mold, please don't do the J or the PTC mold. It just makes the car look cheap. Like if it should have came from Dollar Tree. Yeah. That joke just came up just all of a sudden. We got Camry. It's a little off center. No, now that I look at it, it's very off center. Oh wow. That's not great. We got the side. We have a white paint chip on the 42. I don't think I could take it off. Yikes. We got Dollar Tree on the side. Dollar Tree in the rear. We got the gold trim. Wow, that's pretty off center. Whatever. Here, it doesn't even connect. We got Legacy Motor Club. Dollar Tree all over. Just really nice. Honestly, the paint scheme is really nice. Prefer this one over the ones they would run later in the year or even this year. Now, the last diecast, and it's another Mustang, and it's the newest one to my collection so far. The Brad Keselowski Kings Hawaiian Ford Mustang from the 2025 Wave 1. Now, it took me a while to find Wave 1, really, and then it just randomly showed up along with a bunch of other waves. So, pretty happy to find it, but we desperately need a new wave from Authentics. It's nearly almost the end of 2025 and we only have one wave. That's not acceptable at all. Authentics has been beaten down, in my opinion. It's kind of, because I prefer buying these rather than the Gold Series, but Gold Series has more detail, has more options, while Authentics, you don't really have an option to choose whatever car you want. You just have to hope and pray a certain car makes it or not, and if you can even find it, that's the hardest part right there. So yeah, we got Brad Keselowski's car. I don't own any Brad Keselowski RFK cars. This is going to be the first one I ever own. New number, of course. Ford Mustang. Of course, can't get enough of those. Look nice. Surprisingly, majority Mustang and Camrys. Only one Chevrolet Camaro, which is, of course, the AJ Allmendinger car. But man, this is paint scheme. It's like it uses almost the same orange. Well, not really. It's a little darker than the Martin Truex Jr. car. But honestly, still a pretty bright orange from where I'm looking at. The camera doesn't really do it justice here. But yeah, soft pretzel bites look really delicious. I've never tried them. But it's kind of ironic because Denny Hamlin is now sponsored by Kings Hawaiian. And, their pretzel bites as well. But that one's actually majority orange. It doesn't have any blue, I believe. I believe at Sonoma last year, Brad Keselowski ran one with the Minions on it, but I think they were promoting the slicers, like the little bread for the hamburgers, which pretty interesting. And they made the pit crew dress up and such. It was nice, neat little promotion, if I do say so myself. We got number 6. I don't know if this is supposed to have chrome numbers. I think RFK is really addicted to chrome numbers, but unfortunately this one doesn't since it's Authentics. We got the soft pretzel bites. That's just making me even more hungry than I am right now. Because I am really hungry. This one actually does have a Ford logo. So that signifies that it is a little bit of a newer car. But I don't know. Yeah, it ran last year. So still kind of outdated. Got the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Got the painted gold rims. So that signifies that it's an EL mold. But honestly, J mold, or not the J mold, God forbid, not the J mold, the GL mold, honestly, the molding of it is a little bit better. Just being honest. It looks a little lower, it looks a little bit more accurate, I guess. The rear bumper is it looks like a super speedway bumper to me, while the GL mold has like a more curve to it, which honestly looks way better. But, even then, this car still is really nice, so can't really knock it down for that. So let's take a look at it, and then I guess we'll do the wrap up. So we got Kings Hawaiian on there. Got the number 6. More Kings Hawaiian. And here's the base. Yeah, that is all of the diecast I have. That is my big lot, I guess if you want to call it like that. It is the most NASCAR diecast I've ever unboxed, probably in a long time. So I hope you enjoyed this. Because I certainly have, just looking at all of these, and I've bought most of them, and some of them are gifts as well. So yeah, I guess that's my big haul. I don't know of all the diecast I own. So of NASCAR Authentics, of course. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.